Hey guys, it's AJ. Forgive the bad quality of this video, but I decided to try a bit of a Minecraft video. I thought I'll give it a start on my camera, because if it's not that good then I won't carry on. But I wanted to show everyone this design for a trap my friend asked me to make. And it's basically two self-constructing wall generators flipped on their sides and pointed at each other. Over here, I'll start with the basics. There's these two grass structures here, dirt structures, are cobblestone generators, and they run on these piston clock systems. They're very effective. They're actually really good. And they're actually a lot easier to control than a just standard redstone repeater generator. As you can see, that's running really nicely. I could add another redstone repeater and have it go slower. It can't go too fast, otherwise it will jam and lose control, and then it goes mad. So it's definitely better for being used as a slow clock system than a fast one, and it's a lot easier to reset. If you have the problem where you come out and for some reason it's jammed, rather than the annoying one where, with just a repeater, you take a block out and if you don't put it back in at the right time, the loop loses power. With this, because what actually happens is under here, I will show you, is a redstone torch. I'll put that back. Let's get a block of dirt in here. The torch powers the block, which then powers the circuit. When it powers the sticky piston here, which is what this is, it causes it to push it off, which turns the circuit off. So it causes the sticky piston, to itself drop. That powers the cobblestone generator and move system. You can see I've got a second one over here powering this one. Right. That leads to this line of standard pistons, which isn't hooked to a piston clock loop, because it can't, for a very good reason. You don't want this running. The idea is, this is the Death Canyon. Right? The gap between these pistons and those ones is above 13, so that way they don't push each other and they won't, conflict and push each other. Because I tried making a small scale one and they kept pushing each other farther and farther away, and it ended up going mental. Right? So this is a slightly small scale. There's only 5 rows, and the idea is this will be a 4 cobblestone generator system. So there'll be one of these generators on each corner. These are 5 blocks back, at least, to stop people being able to mine them and doing this. I will make a point, these will not be dirt when they're used as an actual trap. They'll probably be encased in obsidian. This will defect the trap slightly, but when it's activated, this will actually kick in a lot better. So if you're going along and you think, oh, I'm going to dig this bit out, you forget that unless you dig out the whole thing, you're going to pretty much get stopped. Right? It's triggered, and this is what's known as the control circuit, and it's got a piston control system here. And the idea is, when this lever over here is flipped, the block cuts the connection, stops the loop. Right? So that way I can, do some work on the system and it won't activate by accident. So kill that. This is the trigger button system. It's going to be hooked up to 2 trigger systems when I actually install it in an effective way. It can be used in defending, it can be used in anything really. Once you've figured out how to place everything and get it sorted, and you've encased the thing pretty much obsidian or bedrock if that's what you do. Right. The idea is, hit the trigger, circuit goes, boom, ta-da! We have a loop system, and as you can hear, the cobblestone generators continue working, so this carries on. And it pushes from both sides, so it's double time. So that whole block that was mined out here, you can see is filled, and the cobblestone generator has pushed and sealed it. So now if I mine out any sections, boom, it's filled in from either side, so you're pretty much stuck. And with it being surrounded in obsidian, and it will be a lot longer than this. This is probably maybe half the size it will be, because there will be 4 cobblestone generators. Right? So this could be used against mobs when it's in full system. Could be used against other players in a multiplayer server. If you build a house and you only have one access point, this could be the access point. And if they go through, you can watch them through like a glass roof or something, and boom, hit the trigger system, and the loop goes on and on. Right? And then when you're done and you think they're dead, and you can just hit the kill switch, and the kill switch kills the circuit, and I can just go through and mine out the cobblestone, and boom, the trap is efficient. The trap is then reset and ready to roll. Of course, all this circuitry will be hidden. This is just for the testing phase. There's a pig in the circuit. And then deactivate the kill switch, as I call it, and boom, you have a full loop circuit which is activated and then deactivatable. Right? And that is how it works. These are meant to run all the time, and since I've set them up, they work really well. They jam if I log off and come back on every now and again, but the idea is they will come online and my cobblestone generators just constantly produce. So if anything goes wrong, the idea is there'll be 4 on each corner, so if one of these fails, and hopefully all of them will be linked into one circuit, or 2 circuits, one other side, so that way if there's one circuit fails, there's still another side active. There will be there's 4 generators, so they'll be on each corner, and the obsidian won't be needed because they'll be beyond limited. Like that's a few blocks away, this is a few blocks away. I'm thinking of experimenting using like that system over there. That is a wall generator which pushes it completely vertical. Having one of those push up and then it gets pushed along. So it would probably come up from underground, out, up from underground, and then along. So the entire system would be fed from underground. So yeah, this is my trap design. Big thanks to my mate who gave me the idea and asked me to start designing it. Over there you can see is the first, that's the first self-building wall I made once. Apologies for the quality. Get off. Get away. Call me inhumane, but I don't like creepers, I don't like mobs, even if they're peaceful pigs, on top of my traps, because they might damage it. Don't know how, they just might. So yeah, this is my self-building wall crusher trap, designed for mobs and anything, so let me know what you think, and this is AJ signing out.